This is the HCP Performing Arts Ministry tutorial for the song, I Believe in God. This is just for the leadership children, and it's broken down into solo movements and then group movements. So the very first solo that we will be doing with our hands in chains will be I believe in God, creator of all things. Now, if you don't have any chains at home, just get a belt or maybe some yarn or something that you can kind of have around the thumbs of your hand so that you can practice with this restriction, because we will be wearing these as part of our character of being a Hebrew slave. Okay? So the first solo is just going to go like this. Let me get a little closer. Believe. That's taking your index finger to your forehead and then gripping your hands together. Okay? I believe in, and we do God, and we do an arch all the way up and down, and our thumb is across our hand like that, so that way it symbolizes the sign language for God. Okay? And then we're going to lunge forward on your left foot, creator, and we're going to spin of all things. Okay? Let me do that again without breaking. So it's going to go, I believe in God, creator of all things. Okay? That is for solo number 1. For solo number 2, it says, I believe he reigns in power and majesty. So we're going to do the same motion. I believe, and we're going to gesture upwards, he, and then reigns. You take 2 of your index fingers in hook-like positions, and you alternate them up and down. He reigns in power and majesty. Now, majesty, you make a letter M, okay? And you bring it to your shoulder, and you're going to go down to your hip, but then you're going to reach all the way down to the ground. Now, if you are doing a motion in between your solos as a work motion, some of you will be acting like you're, chipping away at something. Some of you may be acting like you're pulling on a rope, okay, heavy load. Some of you may be acting as if you're lifting. Solo number 2, you will be acting as if you're lifting, so that when you do this power and majesty, you bow, you go back to your lifting. Okay? So solo number 2 again. I believe he reigns in power and majesty. And then you go into your work. Okay? Solo number 3 is going to say, he is Lord of all, and angels pay him homage. Or maybe it's give him homage. Either way, it'll be the same sign. So we're going to go to this side, leaning on your left. He, and we take the letter L, okay, letter L from our shoulder is Lord. And now we're going to spin of all. And you come forward and you bring your arms up, again, lunging on your left leg. Angels, and you're going to do your hands like wings. Give him, now you turn your hands open, and then you're going to bow down, homage, and back up. Okay, so let's do that one again. So it says, he is Lord of all, and angels, lunging on your foot, pay him homage, or give him homage. Okay? So that's solo number 3. Solo number 4 says, by his word, all powers exist and have their being. So we're going to do by, which is letter B. It's the same symbol that you use in the word God, but we're going to go from B to Y, and we're going to do it on both hands. by. So it's just pretty, okay? So we're going to go by his word. Now we're going to do both spoken word and Bible. So spoken word is going to be index fingers at your lips. By his word. And we're going to do the book to show both spoken and written word. All powers, and we're going to spin, exist and have their being. And when you come up, your hands are in the L position, and this means living or life, or have their being. So let me do that one again all the way through. This is the last solo of this verse. It is solo number 4, okay? So it says, by his word, all powers exist and have their being. Okay? And then everybody that's a Hebrew, all of the girl dancers are going to stand together and go, I believe in God. And we do that in unison. Okay? And then you go back to your work. Okay? Go back to your work and your working motion. Whatever your motion is, we will assign that to you. So this is solo number 5. This is going into the second verse. And this is the first solo of that verse. And it says, He is the Lord of seen and unseen worlds. Okay? So we're going to start off on this side. He, so we're going to our right, is, now we're going to do the Lord. Again, the L-shaped hand going up. And now we're going to do of seen, which is taking your 2 index fingers under your eyes and pointing them out. Of seen. And then we're going to move center, and we're going to do the sign for not, which is to bring your thumb under your chin. And we're going to get lower, and this is unseen, and then we're going to do worlds down below. Worlds. Now let me show you worlds up close. These are the W fingers, okay? And we're going to put our wrists one on top of the other and go around. Worlds, okay? And then that person would go back to their lifting, okay, or their job. So this is it again, solo number 5, and it says, He is the Lord of seen and unseen worlds. And you go back down to your work, okay? And then this is solo number 6. Solo number 6 says, He holds them all in the hollow of his hand. And we're going to gesture to our left this time. So it goes, He, and then you're going to bring your hands in like you're grabbing onto something. So it's a little closer to see my hands are just made into fists. He holds, and we're going to spin them all. And you're going to walk forward slowly in the hollows of his hand. And after you bring your hands together on the word hand, then draw them in closely as if God is watching over us. Okay? So let's do that again. This is solo number 6. And it says, He holds them all. Walk forward in the hollows of his hands, and then draw it back in. Okay? Number 7 says, He will not fail through greatest tribulation. Okay? So we're going to gesture up to our left. He will not fail. Now let me just show you up closely what I did. I have my thumb under my chin, forward, not. Now you're going to take 2 fingers like peace and bring open your palm of your left hand, and you slide it up. Not all the way up your arm, because that can mean lamb. But this is fail, okay? He will not fail through greatest And now again, we're going to take steps as you do this. You're going to take your 2 fingers, put them together, bend them down, okay? And you're going to strike those fingers as you walk, okay? So we say, greatest tribulation. And it's almost like a march. You want to bring your knees up a little bit. Okay, so let me show you that again. He will not fail through greatest tribulation. Okay? And then the last solo is number 8. Number 8 says, I am his child, and he is my sovereign king. Now, in this particular translation, we're going to use the sign for holy in place of sovereign. So we're going to go, I am, and we're going to reach up his child, and you make like a baby, and then you're going to just swing your arms up, and he is my holy or sovereign king. So let me do that again and break it down. So I am his, like a baby, child, 1 cradle and then up into a circle, and he is my, now sovereign, we're going to take your right hand in the letter H, and your left hand is open. And you start here and you make a circle towards you, and then you wipe your hand clean. It's a beautiful sign, holy or sovereign, okay? And then king, 2 fingers again, with your thumb in the middle, starting at your shoulder, we're showing a sash. King goes down, and then we're going to reach up, just to make it pretty and show that our king is in glory. So let me do that whole solo for number 8 again. Okay, so it's going to go. I am his child, and he is my sovereign king. And we reach up. And then again, everybody says, I believe in God. And that's all of the Hebrew slaves in unison. You do it after each verse. Okay? Now, I'm going to get into the chorus in the chains. There's 2 choruses. One with chains and one without. Okay? So it's going to start, and it's going to say, I will not fear. And we're going to lunge back on our left leg. Fear, okay? And then we're going to do for God, like you did before with your right hand, is my defender. Now these are with closed fists. Then we're going to open up, defender. Let's do that again. So we're going to go, I will not fear, for God is my defender. Now we're going to reach forward, lunge forward on that left foot, grab on like you're doing the sign for hold. I hold and bring it into you to my confession, like you're speaking out. Okay? And as you come out of confession, you're going to reach all the way to the ground, and on his word, I stand 1, 2 feet. So like this. Confession, and on his word, I right, left. And you stay down because the music has a big cymbal crash, and it's going to go crash, and we push forward and reach up. Hands open wide. Okay? So let's do that from there. We go crash, and then it's going to say no power on earth. You're going to push to your right. Then you act like you've got a rope. Okay? And it's going to go, can take me from his presence. He's the ground. So we're going to start with our right foot of my. We hop down to our knees. existence, and you stay there. I believe in God. Stand, turn, and we go again. I believe in God. That's the first chorus. Now the second chorus is going to be the same thing, but we won't have your chains on, so it'll be bigger motions. Let's just do that first chorus again, okay? So we're going to go. I will not fear, for God is my defender. I hold to my confession, and on His word I stand and crash. No power on earth, you should be here by earth, can take me from His presence. He's the grounds, right foot, of my existence. Slowly come up. I believe in God. Rise to your feet. Turn. I believe in God. Okay? So that's the first half. Now then there's a bridge. And in the bridge, this is where we're going to get set free. And the words are something like, through all my shaking, through all earth quaking, God is my something, on His word I stand. During this time, you'll hear the music. It builds, it's building. And you're going to really be wrestling with your chains. You want to be free. And you're just wrestling. And in that time, you're moving these straps down to your fingertips. So it's not just a movement to look like you're struggling. You're also getting ready to drop your chains. And on one word, there's a cymbal crash and a word. And we go down, and we want our left foot pointed forward. And then we're going to jump forward to our right, and our arms are going to be out. Okay? I believe the words are, God is my something, all glory belong. I believe are the words. So these are the motions. You're going to wrestle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around. Maybe act like you're suffering. Just really be in agony. And then everybody together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, there's a little bit of phrase here that's new. So I'm going to show it to you. Everybody's going to point towards your left, and it's going to go, I am, and with your right hand, you're going to do a big sign for ever after, or eternal, which is a circle, and then pushing through. So we're going to go, I am eternal by His great kindness. Let's do that again. So we're going to go, I am eternal. Now take that arm and backstroke. By His great kindness. Okay, one more time. So we go, I am eternal. Back. By His great kindness. And I'm going really slow. The music moves faster than this. I just want to show you the movements. Okay? And we're going to take a step with our hands like this. We're going to step with our left. Okay? Earth, now step with your right, is, now pivot, behind us. Again you step, my face is toward Him. Okay? So let's break that down. It's going to say, earth is behind us, my face is towards Him. So your hands are going to go up. It's going to go, earth with your left is, pivot, behind, drop your hands and step with your right foot. Us, my face, and we step again, is toward Him. Okay, so let me speak the motions. Okay, so hands up with our left foot. Left, right, pivot, right, pivot, sorry, right, left. Okay? So that's how that section goes. So let's take it from I am eternal. So we go, I am eternal by his great kindness. Earth is behind us, my face is toward him. Okay? And then you repeat the chorus that I taught you earlier, only now your hands are free and you don't have chains on. I will not fear, for God is my and make it big, defender. I hold to my confession, and on his word I stand. Wait for the cymbal. Crash! No power on earth can take me from his presence. He's the grounds, right foot, of my existence. I believe in God. Stand, turn around. I believe in God. Now, there's going to be a glowing, burning bush in the back corner of the stage. And wherever we place that bush, of course it depends on where there's electricity, you will turn. If the bush is over here, you'll turn this way. If the bush is over here, you'll turn this way. And slowly walk to the bush, and then you will bow down on the words, I believe in God. And you'll bow and worship the burning bush. And of course Moses will be there too. So this is what we're going to be working on. If we don't get it all done for this semester, we can always do it next in the spring. But practice hard. I will be assigning you the solo parts so that you'll know what you can practice. Do spend time with it. Work on it at home. Being with each other once a week is really not enough. You've got to practice at home too. Okay? Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.